find it?
Yeah, it would be on the State Department, but funny enough, it's not there. So where can I find these
So you're
agreements?
acting like it's fake. So you're acting like it's fake.
No, it's just not real unless it actually exists, right?
Right,
Because trade
right.
deals, right?
Okay,
I
okay. Unless
people
it was
really just
Joe
don't know.
Biden, and then if it was Joe Biden, it would be real, right?
No, I don't give a shit about Joe Biden.
Uh-huh.
Let the man die peacefully from his cancer, dude.
I'm, I mean, you can pretend that he's not bringing in investments, but you're just pretending,
Where?
you know?
Where can I see it?
I mean,
Where have they broken new ground in the United States of America? All of these countries, where have they broken new ground?
what do you mean, where have they broken new ground?
Do you not understand what that means? Do you
Like,
know what
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 are
does
they
it mean to
What are they
break new
building?
ground? Oh, yeah,
What are
so
they
like they would have
building?
had to have like purchased land at some point, so that would be breaking ground. So
Okay, so they're going to bring
where are
in a
they
lot of
they're just
in
going to bring it
Arizona.
in?
They're bringing in
Uh-huh.
tech investments for
Who?
microchips from Hong Kong,
Who?
like
Who?
billions, hundreds of billions of dollars. It's a
Who?
microchip company from Hong Kong that's investing
Who?
in the United States.
What's the name of it?
I don't know.
You
You
don't
sell the
know?
State Department. You should see. Like you think I'm like
It's not
memorizing every
on the
like.
State Department.
It's the biggest
So
microchip
I'm going to be able to
manufacturer in the
find a
world.
Chinese
You're awesome.
No,
microchip.
Hong Kong, Hong Kong.
Where is
See, you
Hong
can't even
Kong
like remember
located?
what I just said.
Where is
It's
Hong
not in
Kong
China.
located?
It's not in China. You act like you're so smart, but you're really not. You're very
This is funny.
pretentious. That's the truth. I mean, you can act like he's not bringing in investments, but he's brought in. I think he brought in over $5 trillion from the Middle East. He brought in probably $1 trillion from Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
He's been
So I just want
touring
to
the
be
world
clear,
bringing in
right? Hong
investments.
Kong is not in China. So what
China would
country
probably
is it in?
claim it is. Are you acting like Hong
Where
Kong's
else
not
is
a
Hong
country?
Kong? It's
Is it a country or
not.
not?
It's not.
According to who? Your communist freaking manifesto? No,
So where is,
seriously.
if Hong Kong is not in China, where is
Is
it?
it not recognized by the United Nations?
Mm-mm.
Are you pretending Hong Kong is not a nation?
It's
I
not.
mean, why would China be threatening to invade it if it was actually a
Oh
part of China?
gosh. Nope, you're still
Oh gosh,
wrong.
what?
You're still
Still wrong about
wrong.
what?
That it is a part,
What
it
was
is
I wrong about?
China. It is China.
China claims that Hong Kong is China. The rest of the world does not, okay?
It's
It's not
China.
China. If it was China, then how come China's not occupying it right now?
Dude,
Did you know
it's
Hong Kong is an
literally,
island?
dude, it is a special administrative region of China. It's up on my screen, in fact. It's literally a
According to
part,
who? According to
according
who?
to the international bodies. Hong Kong is not its own country.
See, you got your little globalist like information that you're trying to push, but Hong Kong is a separate country.
It's
They have
not.
their own flag. They have their own military.
And
Do they
state,
have a
oh, I'm
military of
sorry.
their own?
If they have their own flag, that automatically makes them their own country?
They have their own president.
Oh,
They
no, I
have
just,
their own
hold on, hold on, hold on.
military.
No. You said that they have their own flag. So does having your own flag make you a country?
See, you're trying to
Does having
pretend.
your own flag make you a country?
Why are you asking this?
Well, this is
What's your
something you
point?
said. I'm asking you a question. Does having your own flag make it your own country? Make it a
I
country?
mean, the gay people aren't their own country, but they have a flag. So no,
No,
it
that's not a
doesn't.
recognized flag, sir. That's just a
I
representative
mean,
flag. So does
the
having a
people.
known flag that's recognized throughout the world, right? Does that make you your own
That's
country?
not the only. That's not the only reason Hong Kong is a country. Okay, Hong Kong is internationally recognized by many other countries as being a sovereign, independent nation.
No,
Just
it's
because China
not.
claims, Yes, it is, honey. I'm sorry to burst your
Who
bubble, but it
used to
really is.
own, I'm sorry, who used to own Hong Kong? Do you know?
Who used to own it?
Yeah.
Who owns it now?
China.
No, China doesn't. Then how come China's not occupying it?
It literally is. So who used to own
No.
Hong Kong?
How is it literally occupying it?
I'm so sorry, dude. Prior to China having it as their special administrative region of China,
Hong
who
Kong
owned
claimed
it?
independence.
Who owned it? Who owned
It's like
it?
saying that would be like pretending the United States is a
Holy,
country
for
of
fuck's
England
sake,
right
you are
now.
just...
Are you kidding me? We declared independence. We are a foreign nation now, okay? Just like Hong Kong is.
Hong Kong it's not its own country.
According to China, okay?
According
Yes,
to the
according to China.
entire world. Okay, so I need to do this, okay?
No, not the entire
Is
world. The United
Hong
States.
Kong a country?
The United
No!
States.
Oh my God, the answer is no!
Okay, type in according to the United States.
Oh, according to the United States. Oh, okay. According to the U.S.
Oh!
Hong Kong is not an independent country according to the United States! Holy shit!
Okay, and then where are you getting your facts from?
It's on the screen.
On the screen. The screen, huh?
Yeah, bro.
Guess what?
You're wrong?
Hong Kong is another country. No, you're wrong.
Are
Hong
you
Kong is
thinking
another
of
country.
Taiwan?
They have. Yeah, whatever.
That's not whatever. That is not whatever. That is not whatever. And it's no. I'm sorry. Hong Kong is the same place as Taiwan now? I just, is that what you just said?
Taiwan is a city.
Taiwan is a country. Hong Kong is an SAR, or you could also call it like a city of China. Also, CJ, thank you for the 5.
So, I mean, just because you're pretending it's not a country doesn't mean it is. Okay, if you're pretending that
What am I pretending
Kong,
is not a country? What am I pretending is not a country?
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong is not its own country, even according to the United States of America.
Okay, so anyway, what's your point? If you're just trying to get like caught up in like the
I want you to admit that you're fucking
details.
wrong. No, like you're just fucking wrong, and I don't understand. Like, why does somebody have like a staunch inability to admit when they're wrong?
Because it's a country to me, I would say.
Thank you, Lola, for the fireworks. Oh, God.
I mean,
What just happened? Oh, thank you, Secular, for becoming a member. I appreciate that. So are you on, like, can we just make sure, what universe are you in?
okay, I'm in reality.
You're, okay, and in what reality is Hong Kong its own country?
I mean, they declared independence, okay?
No, again, you're thinking of Taiwan. Is the Earth flat?
I might have been thinking about Taiwan. You might be right. Regardless, Trump still has over 17.
I don't even know how I put up with that for that long. Thank you, Rodney, for the 50, said helping crazies. Also, thank you, Marilyn, for the 20 with frog faces and emojis. I appreciate that. Can we get some huge W's for CJ, Rodney, and Marilyn in the chats, please? God. And also, let's make sure we're thanking all of the new members. We need 2 more new members for my goal for the end of the stream. Oh my. Where are we at? Are we in the same universe? Somebody please remind me. I just don't know anymore. Like, are we there? Where are we at? I'm concentrating on Aussie politics from now on. No worries, Michael. I understand. American politics are messy. So good luck, buddy. Taiwan's semiconductor manufacturing company, the TSMC, the world's largest and first independent semiconductor. I can correct the ass. Yes, there we go. Caller is literally too yes, that's where I was getting Walosi. I just could not. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing well. How old are you?
30.
30. And are you still supporting Trump?
No.
No? All right. Well, I appreciate you, man. I'm so sorry, guys, about that. I don't even know what to say to that. Like, Hong Kong is its own country. It's not. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
29.
29. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Sure, why not?
Sure, why not? I don't know. Are you?
I support the President of the United States.
Do you support the sitting President of the United States and not just the office?
I support the President.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, you hung up on me.
And I did it again. Okay. Over on TikTok, guys, if you are new here, we have 600 people in the live. If if you haven't hit that follow button, be sure to hit that follow button. And thank you for the boxing gloves. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
27.
27. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
Okay. We are 8 months into Donald Trump's administration. What has he done to still earn your support?
Well, one of the few things that I liked was recently him freeing the prisoners from Hamas, American prisoners that got released.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree. That's a great thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Yeah, it was just unfortunate that Hamas evaded the deal by murdering some of the Palestinians afterwards. But could I bring up one of the
I'm sorry, I'm having a difficulty hearing you.
Oh, sure. Give me one quick second. It might be, my phone is on Bluetooth. Give me one quick second.
Okay.
Is that better?
Oh my God, so much better. Yes.
Okay, cool. No,
All
that's
right.
okay. Thank you. So if I can I go back into one of the things you said earlier about the
I'd like you
socialist
to
programs?
start a new conversation with people. I don't like to
perfect.
rehash. I don't like rehashing
Oh,
other
you don't?
arguments. No.
Okay, no, that is fair. could I talk about maybe the 34 felony counts that he was indicted on?
Sure. I rarely talk about that.
Uh,
What's your point of
uh,
contention?
it's not really a point of contention, but it was just, can I ask what was he convicted on?
Yeah, New York Penal Code 175.10, falsifying business
Mhm.
records with the intent or in furtherance of another crime.
Okay. What did he do that that categorized it as that being the penal code that he violated?
Yeah, sure. There were three things that the jury had to consider for it. And it was the fact of, oh gosh, what were those exactly? Sorry.
It's
I'm trying
okay.
to remember exactly what it was. But there were three ones that were
Sure.
already technically outside of the statute of limitations, so that's why he couldn't be charged on it. But
Yep.
it goes to, let's
Can I
see,
talk as you're looking it up, if that's fine?
maybe.
It's okay. I'll wait.
Oh, okay, so
Mhm.
federal campaign finance violations. So he violated FEC because it was through illegal campaign contributions that he paid out Stormy Daniels from. Conspiracy
Yes,
to promote or
campaign finance.
prevent an election by unlawful means.
Mm-hmm.
Hush money payments were made to benefit Donald Trump's 2016 presidential campaign by concealing negative
Sure.
information. And then tax
Do you know
law
who he?
violations. The reimbursements to
Mm-hmm.
Michael Cohen were falsely recorded.
Michael Cohen. You
Mm-hmm.
know who
And then,
that was?
yeah, that was like one of his campaign advisors or his
Yeah,
accountant.
his lawyer. Yep. His
Cool.
lawyer, Michael Cohen, had fronted the money to pay off Stormy Daniels, and then he made 34 bookings and he listed them as business expenses to pay
Oh,
off his lawyer.
incorrect. Donald Trump signed 11 of the checks.
No, I'm not doubting that he didn't sign them, but just saying that he was paying his lawyer back, Michael Cohen, when Michael Cohen was the person that fronted the money to pay off Stormy Daniels. You contend with that?
Sure. And
I don't care if he signed the checks.
okay.
And I'm just asking if you contend with that. You think that's a felony? Okay, I hear you. So you think that's a felony to be paying someone back that paid someone? It was reimbursement.
again, because they were falsely recorded as legal
So if I Venmo you
expenses,
money,
it
okay,
was
so if
a
I were to Venmo you
violation
money and
of
I label it
tax
differently, that's going to be a
laws.
felony?
No, because I still have to file Venmo money, sir.
Say that one more time.
I still have to file. It would be a felony on my part, or perhaps a misdemeanor, depending on what state this occurs in, if I
It wouldn't be a felony if
categorize
I
it
Venmo you money and you said it
incorrectly.
was for something else.
Incorrect. Yeah, if I categorized it incorrectly on my business tax returns, yes, sir. Depending on what state I'm in.
Well, I thought he was paying I thought he was paying off his lawyer who paid off a porn star. How is that a business expense? How
Oh,
is that a
I don't know.
campaign?
Ask Donald Trump why he put it in his business expense records.
Okay, well,
Because
when I
he's the
get a
one that
chance to talk to
recorded it
Donald
as
Trump, the
legal
President of the
expenses.
United States, well, I don't know why we have to go to him. I thought this was already on the books and paper, like he was already convicted. Why do we have to ask him anything if he's already convicted? Shouldn't the evidence be there already?
It is there. Again,
No,
he was
exactly. So
convicted
why'd you
for
tell me to ask Donald Trump?
falsifying because you asked why, because you said, right? Because I said it
Mm-hmm.
was documented as a business expense. And he's like, why was it you asked, why was it documented as a business expense? I said, I don't know. Ask Donald Trump. I'm not the one who documented as a
Right. Can
business
you show me,
expense.
fine, I guess, can you show me another example where someone misfiles their expenses, business or other, that turned into a felony?
Oh, so you want me to look up how many people were charged with New York Penal Code 175.10? Because
Yeah,
it's not going to work in your favor.
charged with, no, many people may have been charged with that. I'm saying
Oh,
charged with
convictions?
it in the, No, again, not a conviction.
How many
People may have been charged with a certain amount of crimes. For example,
are convicted
you're answering a different question.
under...
But sure, if that's what you want to do, it's your show. You do what you want.
Yeah.
But that is not my question.
Oh, wow. Let's see. 12% of cases where falsifying business records was the most serious charge. So let's see. They prosecuted 9,800. The issue is it's hard to find it because it's not normally the primary charge. So let's see.
Those that you're looking up, are they felony or misdemeanor?
Oh, this is felony.
Okay, out
again,
of
it's
12,000, they convicted 9.
I said 9,800. I didn't say 12,000. I
Conviction.
said 12%. It was the primary
percent.
charge.
You're awesome.
Okay, so 12%, that's really, really low.
Where
Do you
it's
think that
the
they could have purposely
primary
moved it from Can I ask you a
charge.
question? Do you think they could have moved it from misdemeanor to a felony because it was amping up to a general presidential election? They didn't want him to be a
They were
viable candidate. You
investigating
don't
it.
think so?
They were investigating it before
What
he
about
was.
Russiagate?
Oh my.
What about
fuck.
Russiagate?
Do you like pivoting?
Well, you were talking to you.
Does your
I was
neck
asking
hurt?
you if you think that this could be
Does your neck hurt from that?
was a precursor. No, I'm okay. I appreciate you checking up on me. That was actually really sweet.
Because it
So I
really
was asking
should
about
from
a
that
precursor.
pivot.
No, I might like the pivot, but you also like to
It
talk over
was a
people. So I
pivot.
guess we both have our personal.
Okay. That's how I feel about that. Bye. Aslan. Yeah, that was for the other guy. Thank you, sir. Can I get another? Yeah, he wanted to be hung up on again. And thank you for sending out a gifted membership. I might have missed that. Thank you so much, Finn. I think we need one more new member. So I appreciate that. Just want to say thanks for spitting facts. So I appreciate you, Finn. Thank you so much. Did I, like, that, how does that exempt Donald Trump from the law? Other people have been tried and convicted for the same law. Did you call back just to be hung up on again?
Ideally, I would.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 32.
32. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Before I answer your question, I just had a quick question. So I just came across the stream. I was curious what the goal of the stream is.
Yeah, it's to educate the individuals that are listening in. And I encourage every single person that is listening in to fact check things that I say.
I see. That's the only question that I had, and technically my answer to your question is no.
All right, man.
Support Trump currently.
Okay.
Have a great night.
You too. Thank you for calling the thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hi.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Awesome. What's your date of birth?
January 7th, 2018.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you? Oh, no, bye.
22.
See, this is why I understand now why you voted for Trump, because you don't understand boundaries. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 32. I've been sitting here watching the live for a while, and previously I had a lot to say about the one guy. I think we all know who I'm talking about when we say that. Didn't even know that Hong Kong was. I've been on TikTok a long time, and I've been watching these political debate stuff for a long time, and I just wanted to say that this was my first time ever discovering your channel, and that was probably the most insane conversation that I've ever heard in one of these things.
Literally.
So, yeah, I that's all I can really say at this point. That whole thing was so unhinged. I don't even know where to start with it. So I know you're looking more for MAGA people, so that's just all I wanted to say. Is
All right.
that for
Well,
my first
thanks,
time
man.
finding you, for my first time ever finding your channel, that was the most unhinged. What in the world? So, have a lovely night.
You too.
Keep up the good work.
All right, you too, man. Thanks.
See you later.
Bye. Oh God, that was great. That was the most unhinged. I wish that was my most unhinged caller ever. But guys, on TikTok, don't forget to hit that follow button up at the top. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
37.
Uh-huh. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I would say I am.
Yeah. Does it hurt when you try to change your voice?
No, not in a way.
Kid, I have headphones on. I know it's you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, hello, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
36.
36. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Am I still supporting him? Of
Yes.
course.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. So what has Donald Trump done in his 8 months of presidency that has earned your continued support?
The stock market keeps going higher and higher.
Okay.
My 401k keeps getting better and better.
Awesome. Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And what exactly
It's
has
amazing.
Donald Trump done to help the stock market?
I mean,
Like,
okay,
what
where do you wanna
specifically
start? Do you
did
wanna
he
start
do
with-
to help the stock market?
where do you want to start? Do you want to start before the election?
Oh, I'm sorry. How can a non-government official who's not in office affect the stock market prior to being elected?
That's actually a great question.
Yeah, so
The
no,
best
we
way
would
to-
have to
the
start.
best
Oh,
way to
thank
look
you,
at it is
Leanne, for becoming a member. I appreciate that. So no,
Yeah.
we would literally have to start
Great
like
question.
and also it's very odd that you would even say that because correct me if I'm wrong, when I asked you what has he done in his 8 months of presidency, how does that go back to before the presidency to effectuate your reasoning?
Yeah, that's actually a great question.
No, it's not a good
before
question.
you
So
want-
let's
before-
be very
well,
clear. I
I'm-
asked you what he's done since
Oh,
he's been in
geez.
office. So let's
I'm-
try this
I'm gonna
again. I
say
just
it.
kind of like did that as a test of measurement for
Yeah,
you
I'm
to
gonna
see
say it.
where your mind was at.
I'm gonna say
No,
it right
yeah.
now.
So
You
what
ready?
has he done since he was been elected into office? Not elected, sorry, inaugurated into office to effectuate this.
Since
to
he's been in
affect this
office, the stock market has been up 30%.
by doing what? What piece of policy or legislation did he enact?
Yes, we've collected billions of dollars in tariffs from
How
China.
do tariffs
And from
directly affect the
listen, can you
stock
stop
market?
talking? Can
No,
you
I
stop
literally
talking
can't.
So I can answer the question.
No. How do
Can you just stop talking so I
do
can answer your question?
tariffs
All right, I'm
directly
gonna answer
affect
to
the
you.
stock market? How do they
Yes, it's a
directly
great question. How the stock market gets directly affected by these tariffs means that more products are made in America, which means you have more people from around the world that want to buy into American products.
Mhm.
So it's very
Okay.
simple. You say
Uh-huh.
something, you put tariffs
Mhm.
on, you put
Giddy up.
restrictions on other countries.
Mhm.
The country with the restrictions being put on from will
Mhm.
benefit. That's why the
Mhm.
stock market's up 30%, 40%.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
And
this
so
is incredible.
tell me exactly, and I need you to go into extreme details how tariffs directly affect the stock market.
How does that directly affect the stock market?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, there's supply and demand. That's a great question. Supply and demand.
Mhm. Continue,
I'm
like
listening to your
elaborate
thing. Okay, yeah,
further.
so supply and demand. Basically, if you have these companies buying the shares of other stocks, they take away supply. So more and more people, when they do decide to buy, they can't because all the other companies have already been buying from what Trump said. The tariffs, we're going to do this, we're going to put restrictions. So these large companies, they start buying shares. What happens? Everyone's 401k goes up.
What I want to encourage you to do, I want to encourage you to do something, okay? I want you to go to Google and I want you to type this in exactly as I say it, okay? Do tariffs directly affect the stock market?
But they do.
No,
Why,
no, no.
why do
I want
have
you to
ask the
go to
question on
Google. I want you to
they
go to
do.
Google
Have you not
and I
seen-
want you to type this
have
in
you not
directly
seen what-
for me.
Okay,
And I
so
want
you're
you to
gonna
type this in.
Instead of taking a
Do
real life
tariffs
experience, you're gonna go on
directly?
Google.
I
You
don't
can-
care about your real life experience because
No.
it is not provable.
No, I don't have to search it. I mean, you can
I
search it. What
don't
does it
care
say?
about your real life
What does it say when you
experience
search
because
it?
it's not. Oh, it says they indirectly. Do you see how I said directly affect the stock market in the entire time that I was questioning
Yeah,
you?
but why do
Because
I
they
have to
don't
search it? You're the
directly
one who wants
affect.
to-
Okay, I'm gonna
You-
try to help you out with something here. So when I'm asking you,
This is
what
a
did
question
Donald
you
Trump
want to answer.
do?
I don't want the question.
Okay.
I don't want the answer to this
When I
question.
asked you, what did Donald Trump do to directly impact the stock market? And your answer is tariffs, right? And then I ask you, how do tariffs directly affect the stock market? Because they do not directly affect the stock market and they only have an
Yes, they do.
indirect effect on the stock market, which
Yes,
means
they
it's
do. Yes,
it's
they do.
not
You
that it
can't
doesn't
always
go
search
boom,
something on
boom, boom.
Google
It's
and get the
adjacent to
answer
it. It might
from
have
these
some
complex
effect or it
issues.
might not. Okay. All right. So because they have an indirect
did-
effect, that
how
means
did
that
oil go
Donald
negative?
Trump
If you were
has
to
not
type
done
in- if you were to
anything
type in-
to
if you
directly
were to type in
impact the
Google-
stock market, right? He has not done anything to directly impact the stock market because if he had done anything to directly
does.
impact the
Yes, he has.
stock market,
He's giving
he could be
$1,000 to
convicted
every
and tried
child
on
he's born.
insider trading
He's
because
going
of
to
what
give
the
every
conference that he
child-
had in his Oval Office, where he had the
this
CEOs
is
of
another
large
way.
companies bragging about
This is
how
another
much
way.
money they made off the stock market because he intentionally tanked it by issuing tariffs on April 1st of 2025.
What's-
I hope that helps. Does that make
what's
sense
your
now?
argument? Your argument is that Trump has nothing to do with the stock market being up.
Trump has
Is that your
zero to do with the stock market, correct? Even Donald Trump himself has said that, the stock market is not a good measurement of the
just
economy.
5 days ago, when he tweeted out the tariffs and the stock market tanked, that has nothing to do with him?
Oh, so that would be called market manipulation. So if he had a direct effect. Okay,
so
no,
he
I don't
does
think you
affect the
understand.
stock market.
I don't think you understand.
So he does affect
If
the stock market.
no. Stop trying to
think
put
it's
words in my
nut job on
mouth because you're
YouTube.
not going to do very well when it comes to this one, okay? So
at
I'm going to help you out with something, all right?
How
So,
are you helping me out?
again-
You're being condescending.
oh, Pookie Pie, I know it hurts your
No,
feeling.
you're
It's
not- you're not
okay.
being helping.
It's okay. So
You're
here's
saying
here's how
tariffs
this works,
don't-
okay?
you're saying his-
So when it comes to the stock market, and I asked you to tell me the direct effects of the stock market, right? And then you named tariffs. Again, tariffs do not directly affect the stock market because if tariffs directly affected the stock market and then Donald Trump was tweeting out that I'm doing these, letting the market know that the tariffs were going to be enacted by a certain date, and then people moved and bought money, right? Like moved around their stocks
Yeah, you know the video-
specifically
you know
to
the video
match
that
what
the big
Donald
portion
Trump
of
is
the-
saying.
Okay.
So that is considered
The
market
video is an
manipulation,
American corporation.
which is also
Okay.
a
And in that
crime.
corporation,
And because it's
the
not in his
government has
official acts
vowed-
of duties
the
to be
government has vowed
using,
they can profit
right?
And in
It's not in
doing
his
so,
official
that
act
he's
of
gonna take
duties
away
to be
supply from
using
the
True
company.
Social in that way.
Supply
Therefore,
is
that would be
less, the
illegal
stock price
market
ultimately goes
manipulation,
up.
and
The
therefore it would
supply
be a
is
crime
less.
to add on to it.
Very-
So therefore, again, the tariffs cannot have a direct impact or a direct effect on the stock market because if they
Okay,
did, Donald Trump
okay.
would be guilty of
Look, can I
another
give you another
crime.
example? Here's another example of Trump.
Oh,
stock
okay.
market.
I'm gonna just you go ahead and get it all out, buddy. It's okay.
Here's another
Just get it all out, buddy.
one. Children,
all of it
children
out.
being born.
Yeah.
Children.
It's okay. Just get it all out. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's just crying. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He doesn't know. It's okay. I just wanna oh, dude doesn't get it. Doesn't get it at all. Doesn't get it at all. Doesn't get it at all. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and like read these. Sergeant G, thank you for the 5. Yo quiero Taco Bell. I do love that. That one's awesome. Oh, we can ask him that one. Oh, he hung up. I was just gonna ask him a question and then he hung up. That was so not nice. So rude. So rude. I'm sorry I don't get to ask your question, Jeff. Can you ask him if he has any clue what corporate earnings pressure is? He probably doesn't. He probably doesn't even know what tariffs are, Jeff. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well. Also, real quick before I forget, thank you, Phantom, for becoming a or for gifting out a sub over on the Purple app. I appreciate that. Okay.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate it.
Are you Phantom?
Am I a what? A phantom?
I was talking to my chat, and you answered you're welcome.
Oh.
So I was asking if you are Phantom.
So it's, I don't know if it's me. I'm watching your Twitch. Sorry, can you talk one more time?
Phantom says
My
no,
apologies.
it's not you. Oh, it's not him. Okay. All right. So how old are you?
I'm 27.
27. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I am not.
You are not. Okay. Well, I do appreciate you, and I hope you have a good rest of your Thursday. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 30.
30. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I have been for a while, but the last caller kind of made me laugh a little bit.
Okay. But you are still supporting Donald Trump?
I am, but I have a direct argument against this 401k bias that he had. So I used to work for John Deere, and I had a 401k that so Donald Trump did not win the 2020 election, correct? Right?
Absolutely.
And between the time when Biden was in office, from 2020 to 2023, 2024, when I was at John Deere before I got laid off, my 401k rose over 50%, almost 64%. And since Trump got back in office in 2024, my 401k actually has not risen at the rate it was while Biden was in office. So even though I voted for Trump, his 401k argument was pretty invalid.
Yeah, most people are not experiencing an increase in their 401k. He must have his in specifically highly volatile stocks.
Well, I do too. So mine's in high risk. So I'm young, so mine's still in high risk. But his, from 2020, especially to 2023, I rose significantly, between 50 and 64% in my 401k. So that I voted for Trump twice, but his 401k argument really, I sat back and I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Fair. And also, thank you, Paul, for sending out a gifted membership. Yeah, not everyone experiences their 401k moving the same. And it's just like, good for you if that's the case. That's why I started that off with like, okay, good for you. Like, not everyone.
Well, and the whole tariff aspect, I get what he's saying, that it is bringing in money, but it doesn't directly affect the stock market or your 401k or IRA or whatever mutual fund you have your money in. There has been effects of tariffs, and one of those effects have been increasing prices of market commodities. So taxpayers and your average citizens are paying more money for the things they buy for their families every single day. And in the long run, might it bring in more money for the economy to put into social programs or the military or different programs that the government has? Sure. Mm-hmm. But is it directly affecting our adversity in our price costs? No. Not that I've seen at the grocery store anyway. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah, no, our grocery prices are still up.
Oh,
and they're continuing to rise. Yeah. So that's why it's like, yeah, tariffs. Everybody thinks that tariffs are great, right? Like or at least, sorry, not everybody. Individuals that still staunchly support the tariff policy that Donald Trump has enacted believe that tariffs are a good thing. I always argue that tariffs they would be effective potentially in bringing back manufacturing with air quotes, if we also offered subsidies or maybe significant tax cuts to corporations if they break new ground in America.
Absolutely. And I was in manufacturing and trades for 15 years. And actually, at this point now, I'm out of the field and I'm actually a teacher in the Department of Corrections. I'm a manufacturing and trades vocational teacher. So what you're saying there is absolutely correct. So that can bring back those kind of jobs into the U.S., but it's not an immediate. It might take 5 to 10 years to see the full benefit of all that.
Yeah, but in my opinion, those would have to work in conjunction. They, if you want to use both, you could, but even just doing subsidies would assist on its own. But tariffs alone, we already saw in his first administration, didn't bring any significant manufacturing back to the U.S.
No, but didn't his first term, he did not nearly do the tariffs he did now, right?
No, he didn't do broad sweeping tariffs against all of the countries and all of existence, right? He just did
Right.
blanket tariffs on China, which hurt our
Sure.
farmers, which is hurting them again.
He's still doing now, which he brought him up to over 100% now?
Oh, he's threatened it. I don't think it's officially 100% because he was upset about their, oh my gosh. What was it specifically that they did? Oh, their intellectual property on, oh no, it was their rare earth minerals that they did, that they restricted the selling of
right,
them.
and they also own over, gosh, is it 400,000 or over 400,000 acres of farmland in America?
Which is actually a very small percentage of our farmland available.
It is small. It is, according to private land, yes. But Hegseth and others want to put an end to that, which is, I mean, whatever.
I don't disagree that they shouldn't, I don't think that they should be buying it, but also, like, what companies are they opening up on those farmlands, and what are they selling to the American people, and is it stimulating our market and helping our costs?
Sure, but then that goes back to places like Venezuela, which China has massive influences in with their military bases and economical influence, and Venezuela has a lot of imports and not such good things to the U.S. by the influence of the Chinese. So it kind of throws people off guard when they're buying 400,000 acres of farmland in America, because the trust aspect is thrown off.
Yeah, that's why I said, like, I wouldn't necessarily agree with them being allowed to purchase farmland in America. So, like, that's not even an argument for me there, to be honest. Like, yeah, I think that they should?
These are the conversations. These are the conversations I like, because one might be a little bit on the right, one might be on the left, but we still have some things we might agree on, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So this is actually a constructive conversation. So some people are really, really, really severely far right. Some are really severely far left, and they can't, come in the middle on anything, which this conversation is not too bad.
I'm sorry, I'm going to read 2 things, or actually 3 things real quick, because I think it's all the last caller that we're referencing. And I'm not going to forget about all of you guys, right? So let's see. Credit card unboxing. Thank you for the $199 and then also the $499 to say Trump is go, and then also to say my 401k up is up 100,000. So here you go. Thanks for
up 100,000.
And they sent $7. Thank you for the $7. I don't believe him, but hey. And then Colonel
up 100,000 in 8 months.
Apparently, that's some magic.
Oh my goodness! I should have invested in that.
I think this is the last caller. Okay. Thanks for hanging up on me. Use this cash to buy tampons for your childless, barren womb. And then not only that, hold on, he followed up to send more because somebody else clapped back at him. But I'm going to read his other one, his follow-up first, okay? Says, take more of my money. God knows Planned Parenthood's going to need it. So am I childless and barren, or am I able to produce children because apparently I need to go to Planned Parenthood? He can't make up his mind which one it is. All right, so here, oh, yep, and look, he even admits it again. He sent $2 more just to say, yep, that was me. But I want to go to Tommy and get some big W's for Tommy in the chat, guy, for the $50. This is what made the Colonel so upset, because Tommy clapped back at him. Tommy said, dude's a little baby. She was answering what he said, and he immediately starts screaming at her, that will never make America great again. So that's what got Colonel's panties in a little twist to then say more. Because
Yeah.
he can't make up his mind whether I'm infertile or whether I'm capable of having kids.
Well, that's not a valid argument when it comes to politics or ideas.
It's
when it comes to
not.
politics or geopolitics either. That's going down to the middle of far right, far left, and I'm just going to attack your ideals and morals. It's
Yeah.
not about what's right or what's wrong or what we can come to the middle on, right?
Oh, it's not. But it is funny. Like I love seeing the crash outs. But
No, I love it because I mean I have been on the right for a little while, and I have friends that are on the left too, and I have families that are on the left. But like, you have to be able to come to as humans and people, and as a society, and be able to talk, right?
Yep.
So it's a little ridiculous to say, you know what, if you don't believe in my ideals, whether you're left or right, that I'm just going to stomp you and try to humiliate you, or to tell you that you're this and this. It's bullcrap, because that's when our society falls apart.
Yep.
We need to be able to talk.
Oh no, I agree. That's why I try to have open dialogues, but there's a certain point where I do match energy, and that always seems to offend certain people. And the Colonel is one
Well,
of
sure,
them.
because they want you to believe what they believe, 100%.
Yeah. Matching energy is usually what gets people upsetty spaghetti.
Well, egos get really upset when you don't agree with what they agree with, if they're fragile.
Yeah.
What kind of dog do you have?
She is an Australian Shepherd.
Australian Shepherd. Beautiful dogs. But no, I appreciate the time. I appreciate you
Yeah, no problem.
listening to me, even though we're on opposite sides. You've been very courteous, and I don't agree with a lot of what the other callers are saying.
Dude, that's what's matching energy. If you're polite to me, I typically extend it the same unless I'm in a mood. But that's just, that's anybody could be in a mood. Donald Trump gets in a mood every day in True Social about arrest my political enemies.
All right. Well, I'll let you get some other callers on, get some other entertainment. You have a good night.
All right, you too, man. Bye. I didn't mean to hang up on you early. We're going to go ahead and read a couple more from Credit Card Unboxings. LOL, all the simps agreeing with her are funny as fuck. And then a crutch. Interesting. Okay. Here is more money. You need it more than I do. Trump 2028. You're right. You know what, Credit Card? You are so right. I need all of the money. Send it all to me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I need it all. So please keep sending it. I am so desperate. I need it. Over on TikTok, can we get 5 new followers over there, buddies? We're at 195. We're almost at 200 new followers for the stream. That would be fantastic if we can get to 200 new followers. And Aslan wants to let the Colonel know that no, she's actually the one that doesn't have a womb anymore. It was faulty. She had to return it to the manufacturer, and she just hasn't received that replacement back yet. Thank you guys so much. We just need one more new follower on TikTok. Georgie, thank you. It's funny that all the hate watchers and hate chatters are indirectly giving you money. Anyways, enjoy my tip. Thank you. I appreciate it. I need it so much according to Credit Card Unboxing. So I just want to make sure everybody knows that I need it. So please help me out. Like it makes them really, really mad when you guys send these apparently. Michael, thank you for the 2 with the eagle and the American flags. We love it. And when people stop talking, civil war happens. Okay. Again, I believe in having conversations. That's what I believe in. We have time for one more caller. Hopefully somebody that is, within reason, I hope. Thank you guys for all of the new followers on TikTok. I appreciate it. Awesome. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay, bye. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Sorry, no, how old are you?
I am 26 years old.
Perfect. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Kind of, not really, though. I mean, it just kind of depends on how you look at it. Some of it's good, some of it's not.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you then, man, and I hope you have a good night. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay. Oh, listen. This is apparently... Okay, guys. Apparently, Colonel needs the attention. Colonel is lonely and needs the attention. That is what this tells me right here. Oh, it's direct. I want her to read it. He specifically wants attention from me. That's a little bit weird. Generally, people's comments tell you more about them than they will ever know about you. Oh, I agree with you, Tommy. And let's get some additional huge W's in the chat for Tommy again for another huge $50. That does go a long way and means so much to me because, like, I got to update this desk that I have. So I appreciate that a lot. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hi, how are you today?
I'm doing well. How old are you?
I'm 29.
29. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I am.
Awesome. And so what has he done in his 8 months of presidency that has earned your continued support?
Just a preference. I've been a lifelong, not liberal, but definitely left-leaning. I just believe he's been far more effective for our country than our left-leaning counterparts that progressed him.
Can you stop the stream in the background?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got that.
No worries. Okay. So, like, what specifically has he done since he was inaugurated into office that has earned your continued support?
Well, first off, I agree with a lot of. I've been listening to your stream. I do agree that many of his policies are utterly ludicrous. But I do feel like he makes us much more effective on the world stage.
Okay. In what way are we more effective on the world stage?
It's pretty clear that other countries thought that Trump was a joke during his first term. But I mean, whether they were effective or not, things did happen. Whether they were good or not, that's here nor there. But during Biden's administration, the quality of our country went down in several aspects, as far as inflation, social policies, and also international policies as well.
Did you see the video of the the Albanian president and the president of Azerbaijan and also the prime minister of France laughing because of Donald Trump not knowing the name of countries?
Sure, and I can absolutely believe that.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the video, but I can absolutely believe that.
The president literally went up to Azerbaijan and said, "You need to apologize to me because we're at war." And he just looked at him for a second, and then he's like, "Yeah, Donald Trump said so." And then they all started laughing and making fun of Donald Trump again.
I can absolutely believe that, but my counterpoint to that is when it comes to the focus points as far as international policy goes, I feel like that his presence brings more attention to bear. Now, whether he always gets what he wants or our government gets what they want, not all the time, but it seems to happen more regularly than it does not. Does that make sense?
Oh, see, my counterpoint to that would be the fact that we just see world leaders trying to kiss up to Donald Trump because they realized or they've learned that that's how you earn favors from Donald Trump. And then, like, we have literal proof of that.
I absolutely agree.
So
but would you say that some progress is better than no progress, though?
Showing that the president of the United States of America can be bought is not a good thing.
I don't know if I'd use bought, but you're probably not too far off. Hello, ma'am. Are you there?
Oh, I'm still here.
I think that, okay, just in terms of a simple interaction. I think that China, for example, has absolutely made their own agenda much more forceful under the Biden administration than I would say that they have under Trump's administration.
Okay. Yeah, because they've kind of had to be like, what did Donald Trump do? Donald Trump is actively going after China. Also, Lala, thank you for renewing your super fan subscription on TikTok.
Got a different person, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Okay. Sorry. I can still hear the stream, so it is a little bit distracting for me as well. But
I
no,
apologize.
dude, I don't know what I said now.
You said that that's because Donald Trump is actively coming after China.
Correct.
And the reality is that China is actively coming after us. They're trying to undermine us in just about every way imaginable.
Oh, they're trying to undermine us. Okay. So was it useful when Donald Trump racked up the tariffs up to 145% on China?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Is it useful right now to continue to have these tariffs on China?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I've
So,
never
and
been
how
a
is
fan
it
of these tariffs. As a matter of fact, they've harmed several different sectors of our global, or the United States economy and our global trade.
Yeah. Right? So like specifically, okay, it's affecting our farmers again, just like it did in his first term. See, this is what happens when Donald Trump decides to go after China. He does it by tariffing them, which is a negative impact on the United States citizens, which you seem to agree with and have an understanding of. So I do appreciate that with you. And so it's not just that China's like coming after us unprovoked. Right now, they are 1000% being provoked by Donald Trump, and they're showing it by looking at other markets. So Donald Trump is all up in his feelings because with their rare earth restrictions that they've placed on it, and then